reiterate, these brothers are growing everything from scratch with their hard work, with their hands, and just to create sustainability for them and also for the community. And we're going to be using those vegetables today in the kitchen with Raldo Morne.
Yes.
You wait, before we get into the kitchen, you put Zoe through her paces today. What are you trying to kill us on
I told you, you guys are like stepping it up. The way you guys are training, the amount of cows you're shredding, like I need to work, eh? So I think I got her to work a little bit, but I need to step it up next time.
And that's exactly why we brought you into the kitchen, because it is the start of a fresh new year, and we are celebrating Veganuary. Now we're in the kitchen, and I see BWELL, which can only mean one thing: another delicious plant-based recipe coming right at you. Now today's tasty treat is really versatile. It's ready to eat in a flash and loaded with omega-3 rich canola oil to help keep you happy and healthy and full. And we are talking about the BWELL zucchini and carrot fritters, of course. And Ral's going to be taking us through the entire recipe.
I'm loving Veganuary as well. I think it's such a cool way to just show people so many alternatives to meals, and the fact that literally everything here is plant-based, even down to the milk. Yes, you heard right, the milk itself is not dairy, that's almond milk. So we're going to start off with this. Let's get straight into it.
Yes.
Very, very simple. What I'm going to start off with is my dry ingredients first. So what I have here is flour, I've got some baking powder, and no, it's not cocoa, it's not a chocolate one, it's a cinnamon. So the cinnamon's kind of going to give that variety, right? So we mix these all together in my dry mixture first. Simple as that. Give it a tiny little whisk just for fun.
Very interesting to see cinnamon paired with zucchini and carrots, but I think we're taking our taste buds for 2021 to the next level. We're not doing basic this year, so
definitely. I think
on
also
it.
If you look at the ingredients themselves, it's very fresh and fruity. You've got carrots, you've got your zucchini, and you've got your banana here, right? Obviously. So kind of, I think the cinnamon's giving a good balance to that.
Okay.
So now we're going to start putting our wet ingredients in.
So before you do that, I think we want to put the wet ingredients together, so we'll mix. Yes.
So what I was going to do is just transfer
I'm so sorry. Why?
You don't worry about me. I got this. All right, so I've got the dairy-free. This is almond milk that I'm using as a great substitute. I even use this in teas and coffees, and it's something that I would advise everybody to try, especially if you have a little bit of intolerance in lactose, or dairy kind of works the stomach away that you don't like. That's not so lekker. All right, so we're mixing the wet ingredients. So that's our mashed up banana and the almond milk in here. And once I've got a good little scoop and a whisk on, we're going to add that to the dry ingredients.
Perfect. Right. And that will obviously be the binding agent for it, because usually you'd use when you're trying to create a batter, you'd use eggs.
Use an egg,
You'd use an egg, so
exactly
I think the banana would keep that all together.
So the banana is our binding agent in this, and of course we do have a little bit of baking powder just to give it that. That's the rising agent, so it's going to kind of bring it to life, and we don't want some. What would the word be, like flat pop zucchinis?
Yeah.
Not for me. Not for me. All right. So
I think we need to send you more on a little break, because you came back so energized and ready for the kitchen. I'm proud of you.
So what are you saying? I've been doing the whole of last year.
Let's not pull out the files. Let's not pull out the files. Okay, so
we venture on 2021. All right. So I'm getting my whisk on now. I've just added the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. So that's the flour. We've got the cinnamon in here. We've got the baking powder, the banana, and of course, last but not least, we've got the almond milk, which is the beautiful substitute. All right. So I've got a good old whisk on here. Now we're going to spruce this thing up. So this is the base. This is what gives it the life and the shape and everything else. Now, I'm going to add some carrots. I've shredded some carrots in here. Actually going to go and add probably about half of that. Okay. We're going to get our health on.
Yes.
Right? Who can't complain about this? And of course, carrots, good eyesight. Everybody knows that. Some onion. This is just going to balance it out, bring it that little bit of a tang, of course, and make it seem more savory than sweet again. And then I've just shredded up some zucchini, of course. I thought these were cucumbers at first, to be very honest with you. And I mean, come on, they look like proper undercover.
The color profile as well, and a great way to, again, incorporate those vegetables into your dinners for the kids. Do not, you see what I mean?
You know what?
See what I mean?
I was trying to hide this, but I think Zoe and I were so strong off that workout. Look what I did here. Just with my whisking.
But you can use your arm as well. You can just get it right in there.
Well, clearly that workout works. So you guys that were watching early in the show, make sure you get that dumbbell session going, because you're going to be breaking all sorts of things.
Please don't do that at home, because then your mother's going to be left with nothing else. in the
Right,
house.
so
and
what I'm
salt.
doing here, Jamie, is just adding a pinch of salt and pepper. I like a lot of salt, to be very honest.
I like a lot of pepper, though.
Oh, do you? All right, well, maybe we balance each other out.
So balance it out.
I got you, okay.
There we go, that's perfect.
Okay, so just finishing off and getting the last bit of this finer seasoning in, and then we're gonna get to the good stuff, all right? So I've preheated the pan over here. It's on about a medium to low heat, and then it's so simple. All I'm doing is 125 ml, which is half a cup.
Wait! You forgot the hero ingredient.
Yes!
What would Raj want to be without me, everybody?
I got too confident in 2021. I still need you, Jamie. So we add our hero ingredient, of course. Do not put these in the pan without your oil because they will burn.
Yes.
And then last but not least, all we're doing is the fun part. And I'm taking my cup, about 125 mils. Voila! And I just plop them in there. It's almost like making pancakes at this stage. So it's really chilled, really simple. Kind of just plonk them in. I know our food stylists love to make those beautiful shapes. I just go for the plonk, and I let the food be all natural. And there we have it.
I'm going to try to take the pressure off you and just finish the dip off. So we have some coconut yogurt here. We have some mint going in as well. And then some garlic. If you want to use cumin or coriander, you can definitely put that in. And then that is our dip for that. I'm trying to take the pressure of you to turn it around to see what we're going to get.
Are you sure you're ready?
I don't know. I don't know if...
Yada!
Not that bad.
It's not bad. We're getting there. It almost looks perfect.
I love that.
And after that, Jamie, as simple as it is, we fry these up, get that BWELL going, get that nourishment in, and we've got our zucchinis as expected. Of course, dip it in that beautiful dessert over there, prepare it on a plate, and you've got a delicious meat-free alternative, dairy-free, all based off nature itself. Nature Boy approved.
Expressoshow.com is where you're going to get your hands on this recipe. Happy eating to all of you.
Be well. Love, food, life.